your defensive line a little bit more of an edge because the quarterback kind of hesitates looking for holes?
No, last year that's why we were so good at. We didn't have a lot of picks, but we got off the field because it wasn't. You're playing man coverage around people and doing things, and so you don't get a lot of interceptions in man concepts. You get a lot more when you have zone eyes and looking and seeing. So.
Do you see Ranthony playing with some confidence he didn't have earlier in the year?
Oh, he's playing better than he was. Yes. We got to get Jeff to play better. Jeff is spending his day down on the scout team today. So, we'll go find somebody who wants to practice. Can't play well on Saturday if you don't want to practice well. So.
Is that because he got hurt a few weeks ago?
No, it's because he's a freshman. He needs to grow up. He's got a chance to be a really good player. But Julius Lewis is back practicing with us. Trying to see if, I don't know, 6 games would be, it's the right thing to do to break his red shirt, but to see if he's got 2 weeks to get himself back to speed and running and doing things, whether he can do that or not.
So you might have a pretty different looking roster, or a healthier roster by West Virginia.
Yeah, we moved Isaiah Chambers inside today at D tackle. He did really well. We're trying to do everything we can to push and become a better football team. Markel's getting better.
I remember a few weeks ago you said you might have to take some guys off the shelf and really dig in and find out if...
Blacklock, because Aaron Curry didn't go and Bradley didn't go today, so we had Blacklock and Isaiah Chambers both ran with the twos.
What do you like about Isaiah inside?
He's natural. He's tall. He's got length. He's got a lot of punch to him. And he doesn't have, as a tackle, you don't have to think as much as you do as an end in defense. So you can just play.
He's a guy who thinks add weight too.
Yeah, he is too, but he's already 260. He's already the size of a couple of our other 2 defensive tackles already. About 10 pounds off.
Any other standouts at this point of the season?
No, it's just having Trey Elliott it was good to have him back today. I think we weren't very happy with the outside receivers in Kansas game. Taj Williams didn't play very well. I mean, not well at all. So you got to learn how to play when there's a lot of people in the stands and when there's nobody in the stands. They're judging you the same way every week. You got to bring your own energy, and that's one of the things I talked to the offense about. I think defensively we've done that. At SMU and at Kansas, defensively we brought the energy. And I don't think that we've done that offensively. When you go on the road, that's when you bring more. You don't rely on the crowd to get you going. You got to. And to be honest with you, I think that's why the first year we won 4 out of 5 road games, and we didn't win any home games. The simple reason we thought, well, we got the crowd, they'll give us the energy. No, you supply yours, and they're going to help you. They lift you up farther. But when you go on the road, you got to go take your own. You got to go take home games. People don't give you home games victories. You got to go take them. So, and we've been good, and we just got to keep getting better at it.
Any other receivers graded out well each week for you?
They didn't grade outside receivers didn't grade at all last week very well. Our X and Z didn't play very well at all.
How about Jalen Austin? He seems to make a play every other game or so.
He did, but blocking the right people, and we're talking about. Everybody sees catches. They don't see all the other stuff. Mm-hmm. How do you run the routes? How do you get off press? How do you do? So.
Is that also hurting Kenny a little bit? A few drops here and there. Is it tough for him to establish
rhythm? We're not going to give. A lot is given, a lot is expected. Even like one of them, Deontay Gray. There was the safety was deep. Deontay was supposed to sit down. He didn't sit down, and so Kenny threw it because he was going to sit down, and the guy picked it because he didn't. The guy's running a slant. The guy stops on the slant. Some are quarterbacks, some are both, and so that just comes with playing and come and play together and do things. And so, fortunately for us, we found a way to get to 4-2. But you watch, you say Iowa State. Look how they played the last couple of weeks. Really, the last 3. And so. Anything can happen. You got to play every 7 days. You got to go be the best team on that Saturday. That's what you're going to try to accomplish. It's what we always have, and not listen to anybody else. It's.
Kyle says that Kenny really lets things roll off his back. Mistakes, interceptions.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think he dwells. I don't think he dwells. I don't think he can dwell. But you got to be smart about all that stuff too. So.
Well, but you have a tolerance for interceptions. At some point, they're going to be too much, right?
I don't have a tolerance for interceptions.
Okay.
How was Kenny's mood post game?
I didn't talk to him that much. We won. I just told him that was your one. He said, I got it.
Tell me about Brandon Hatfield. How's he grown as the season's gone?
It's really been amazing. Coming in is a great story. You guys should just talk to him. He came in when he was coming in, he broke his leg or something. Had to have surgery, so when he was supposed to come in as a walk-on as a freshman, so I didn't even know who he was because he didn't. And really, he's come on and he's kicking with a lot of confidence. He missed one, but it's, as I told him, not to worry about the kick before one of the extra points, I said, because he kicked it low. Go about your business.
Does how he kicked last week factor into Jonathan Song and how quickly he comes back?
I think right now it's just because we've had him compete. I think it's hard right now. It's going to be hard to beat him and be beat out, to be honest with you. I really like the way Bunch kicked, even against the wind. It was over 4-point hang time. He had 5 kicks and 2 of them are touchbacks, and the other 3 I think we tackled inside the 20-yard line because they were 4+ hang times. You do that, you kick it out, it's 25. You can tackle them inside the 20. Those are the kind of things, the little things you look at. We had a punt return where one guy doesn't get pushed down. We have the whole side of the field. Deontay Gray's 30-yard return was a big return. So, because they've been good on kick coverage. You're always looking for, as a head coach, I'm always looking for hidden yardage. And in this league, different than when I was any other league, I'm always, when we have our 5 o'clock special teams, we're always looking for how do we find an advantage in special teams more than we ever have. So.
Aviante Collins had a rough game Saturday. What's his outlook
I think
like?
they all did, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We started running the ball. I think 50 of the yards out of Kyle's 100 yards came on the final drive.
60.
Yeah, and so got to do better than that.
Because
it's going to be hard for us to beat West Virginia if we don't run the ball better. 2 years ago, last time we were there, that's how we got back in the ball game, was running the football. And so we got to be able there, because they'll drop 8. You got to run the football.
Kyle only had 3 carries in each of the first 3 quarters, but then he had 9 in the fourth quarter. Was that them trying to ramp him up, or
just what they were giving us? They had people up. A lot of times the coverage, where how many people they put in the box dictates whether you're running it or not. So.
What have you thought about the way Kenny runs the ball?
Good. I like the way he picked up the fumble and ran with it.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry about him taking too many shots?
Sure.
He took a big shot to his throwing arm on that play.
Sure. Every time a quarterback runs, you hold your breath, at least where I stand. And I'd probably feel better right now about playing a backup with Foster coming in than I did a year ago with Bram or Foster when Trey went down. So, because I think Foster's come a long way. When he has gone in, he's run the offense. When he did play in the other game, I can't remember which game it was. He did a great job. Iowa State and SMU, didn't it?
I think so, yeah.
So, all good. Every week.
yeah?
Good.
Thanks, Coach.